If this is not future seeing, what do you say it is? What do you say it is? But because all are doing it, you say it is something normal. But it is saying future. When you are reading 8th class this year, next year you are certainly to be there in the next higher class. Is it not seeing the future? But it is a future to which you are tuned. Now you are supposed to tune yourself to the infinite time, to all time. And Einstein, when he talked about time-space continuum, he almost hit it bullseye, but I don't know why he didn't complete it. And the shloka in Rigveda, Rucho Achare Parame Vyomin Esmin Deva Adivishve Nishedu Yes Tanna Veda Kim Richa Karishyasi Ye Evam Vidhu Sa Etat Vidhu. What does it mean? In the Achara, in the space, the past, present and future are ingrained. And you say you can't see it. Then the mantra says, then what can I do? The formula is given. Rucho Achare Parame Vyoman. Yesterday probably I told you about the meditation standing on earth alone and seeing the Akasha. You will get this vision. Rucho Achare Parame Vyoman. Yasmin Deva Adivishve Nishedhu. All the divine forces are there. And when you say the divine forces, it means Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesha, past, present and future. And if you can't see these devas, what can I do? I have given you the formula. So this is the formula. Next. The timeless infinite holds in itself, in its eternal truth of being beyond this manifestation, this physical manifestation of present, future and past, all that it manifests in time. Its time consciousness too is itself infinite and maintains in itself at once in a vision of totalities and particularities. In a vision. That is where to Sri Purani, Sri Aurobindo Kid said, yes, India is free, you follow the integral yoga. But the physical thing must also happen, you remember. You just say it happens and you don't cooperate with it, it will not happen. That is where the Karma Yoga is important. The Jnana Yoga can see the past. The Bhakti Yoga can have the faith. But the faith and the ideal must be implemented. That is where we Indians miss. We have the faith, we have the knowledge, but we don't implement it. Next. If our present mind, untransformed by the supramental influence, tries to enter into the timeless, it must either disappear or be lost in the trance of samadhi. If our mind is not transformed by the supramental vibration, then you can enter timeless state only in samadhi. And when you come back, the timeless state is gone. Else, remaining awake, it feels itself diffuse. And once it is diffuse, you can't gather any data. Next. It will therefore have the knowledge of the three times, Tiloka Drishti, held of old to be a supreme sign of the seer and the Rishi, not as an abnormal power, but as its normal way of time knowledge. You remember it, it is nothing abnormal. The only abnormality is we are seeing it from below. If you can go to the overmind, you can know the past, present and future. And when such great consciousness, like Sri Aurobindo and Mother say, the time has come for supramental descent and Vijnana Purusha Nirmana, what more do you want to work for? You got the point. The ideal is there, the goal is fixed, the methodology is given. What are we to do? Do the yoga of divine works. Okay? Jai Gurudev. You cannot predict the year, but you can predict the date in a year. Think over it. Samvatsara Purusha we call, and that is what the mother's 12 petals are, the 12 months. You can say in which month it will happen in that year. But that month and that date in which year, you decide. The humanity decides. But even that is decided in higher planes. So don't think you have a right to decide, but a part of the group has a right not to take part in that activity, just as Arjuna has a right to decide whether to take part in the war or not. But the result and the fight is foreordained. So only our participation in it is to be decided, and I say have faith in those words and fight. Over. Questions? Any questions?
Jai Gurudev. We still have some time to continue this blissful talk. So we now start with the question and answer session.
Yes, questions? You have some questions? You are writing them? Anyway, let's start it. This is from Sri Ratnanga City Garu. Importance and speciality of Gayatri Mantra. Just now I have shown you the slide that sun is the idol of Vijnanamaya Purusha on the earth. And he is the controller of three levels of consciousness: the Annamaya Purusha, the Pranamaya Purusha, and the Manomaya Purusha. The sun's light controls the Manomaya Purusha. The sun's prana controls the vital Purusha. And the sun's Kundalini controls the Annamaya Purusha. And how this is going to control has been given by three words: Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha. And you remember that when you utter a word with real mental understanding, it becomes flesh. That is what is meant by Shabda Brahma. Brahma means creative. Shabda means word. So when you say Bhu, the Annamaya plane starts creating things. Bhuvaha, the Prana Purusha starts creating things. Swaha, the Manomaya Purusha starts creating things by knowing the three yogas: the Karma Yoga, that is the plane on the physical plane, Karma Yoga, on the vital plane, Bhakti Yoga, and in the Manasik plane, Jnana Yoga. And what is the formula given there? Tat Savitur Varenyam. The product must be like this sun. It did not say the sun. The qualities of the sun must be reflected in the qualities. That is Jnana Yoga, to understand the qualities of sun. Then what does it do? Bhargo Devasya Dhimani. Vital body, energy body. Without the vital body, the thoughts in this body cannot do anything. But if the vital body is ignorant of the laws of vitality, of energy, of Shakti, it cannot use it. So what should you do? Bhargo Devasya Dhimani, remove the darkness. Let Deva, the divine consciousness, flood the energy. Let the divine Shakti take over me. That is the meaning of Bhargo Devasya Dhimani. Then what it should do? Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Let us be motivated for nobler actions. It is not I